Sure.
All right. So we'll do a screen share here. There we go. Okay. So what BrandSrv is it's an application through CB Exchange, which is going to house all of our company logos. So any corporate logos that we have, any DBA logos that we have. So those would be Coldwell Banker Haynes Real Estate. Those would be our DBA logos. It's going to have some custom photography in there, which I will show you in a little bit. That's also going to be branded with Coldwell Banker. And it's going to have a lot of different stuff for social media. In fact, most of it is going to be geared towards social media. There's a little bit of print in there, but almost 100% of it is going to be geared towards using on your social media pages or on any of your online stuff. Obviously, the logos you can use on any kind of print advertising if you're making flyers or using as a letterhead or something like that. The DBA logos are really, really good for that. The nice thing is you get immediate access to everything that you go into. So if you see something that you like, excuse me, it's easy to put the Haynes Real Estate on it or to put your name and your photograph on it so that you can personalize it really quick and then download it right away. It's not like it's something that takes a lot of time to do. It's pretty seamless from start to finish. And the wizard guide that they have that walks you through it makes things super easy as well. All right. There is also some TV advertising spots in there. I think they're like $250. So I probably won't touch on those very much. We'll just kind of look more at the social media stuff.
Now we did take you talking about tagging, Mick?
The videos that are in BrandSrv where you can put like the Haynes Real Estate on it.
Okay, we did pay the $250 for the Monroe office.
Okay, super. And I would assume that agents would reach out to Paula if they would be interested in getting that.
Yeah, we've done some advertising on there with that, with our name after it. But if anybody wants to do that, we can get that.
Okay.
Okay.
Super. I talked about some of these key features here already, but again, you can customize your campaigns, and they call them tactics. You'll see when we get in there, I think that's a little bit of a fancy term for a template or a picture to use in social media, but we'll go with it. Again, you can change your name, contact information, logos, things like that. You can check the proof before you actually download it, so you don't have to do multiple downloads on a single image. And like I said, it's immediately available and ready for agents to use. Some of the things that they're going to be adding to BrandSrv, social media sharing right from your account. So if you get a picture, boom, you can put it on Facebook right from the application. You don't have to download it and then re-upload it into Facebook like we'll have to do right now. They're going to do some more embedded videos. But I think the biggest one that is going to help us out the most is Dash integration. So basically what that means is it'll have your profile picture already loaded up, your name, phone number, and hopefully it'll integrate with your listings as well, because they do have some just listed, just sold, open house type items you can use. And so my guess is that you'll just be able to select whatever listing, excuse me, and it'll pop the picture right in. All right. I'll send this slide deck out again after the call. I'm not going to go over these step-by-step word for word, but this just kind of walks you through how you go through downloading or getting something off of BrandSrv. And once I get through this, we'll actually walk through the program. And so I'm going to do a little bit of this. I just can't have two screens up to show you at the same time. All right. And last but not least, Here is a help email. So if you guys would ever need any kind of assistance with BrandSrv, you know, I can help with some basic things and getting you through it. But anything more than that, I would email this cbsupport@tkinteractive.com, and they'll be able to get you whatever answers that you might need. All right, so now we're going to jump in. So again, we're in here at CB Exchange. Hopefully everybody knows how to log in and is logging in almost every day, right? Yeah. So BrandSrv for me is down here at the bottom. It's got the 3 little boxes on it and with conveniently the name at the bottom. So when we click on that, it's going to take you to your home page. Now again, if you haven't been into BrandSrv yet, there will be a short registration page that you'll have to fill out. There's no special access required. Nobody gets denied. They just want to get your information because they will send you emails with files once you select them and check out of the wizard that they use. So here we are at the home page. If you look up at the top, this is probably going to be the best place to go when you're first starting out to get an idea of what's really out there, all right? So campaigns are going to be groups of related items. So whenever you hover over it, you can see it pops down, and we've got CB good news, we've got COVID, custom end order, and that's get home safe, guiding you home. All right, and these are going to be videos, I do believe, and then just your standard guiding you home campaign. All right, tactics is going to be where they're going to include everything else. All right, so when you're in campaigns, these pictures are all kind of going to be related to the same theme, where these are just going to be a little bit more scattered. Okay, logos. So again, all of our DBA logos are going to be right here. Any standard corporate logos, this is where you'll find them. Awards and guidelines, I'm not going to get into that too much. If you have any questions on that, I would suggest maybe playing around with it a little bit. And then the photography is going to be less focused on being branded hard with Coldwell Banker and more on attractive images that kind of start to tell a story a little bit about your personal brand. All right. On this homepage, you'll also see they have latest tactics, latest campaigns, and latest app sets. So if you're just looking for what's new, this first page is where you can find all that fun stuff here. Okay. So let's get into it a little bit now that we kind of know where everything's at. All right, so I'm going to start in logos because it's kind of the easiest to explain and to start with. So we'll go to DBA logos. Okay, and here is where you'll find all of the logos that would be available to us that are already set up with the Haynes Real Estate. You can see they've got them horizontal, black and white, stacked on top of each other.
I have a quick question, Mick.
Yeah.
So like the horizontal one, is that where you can kind of do like your email signature line? Have you tried to do that yet?
Yes. Yeah. This is, I believe this is what I use for my email signature line is the horizontal frame blue logo.
Okay.
All right. These are going to be already set up for us, so we really don't have to customize them at all. If you want, you can click the heart and it'll save it in one of your favorites. Or you can just come to the little arrow pointing down to the blue bar, and that's going to tell you we want to download it. All right, so again, these are fairly easy because they're already set up. So we just got to click that arrow here to download. It's going to say, hey, do you want to download all of these? Do you want to remove it? We obviously have to accept the download terms, and then we just click download now. I'm working off a PC, so it might be a little bit different for our Apple friends. And I'm not sure if you can see it in the screen, but I do have it downloaded down here in my corner. All right. Now, one thing we have to keep in mind is that it downloads it in one of these zip drives. So generally what I'll do is I'll take this zip drive and I'll open it up. And then you'll have to click through a series of folders, which is a little bit annoying, but it's really not that bad. All right, so you just click through the folders they give you, and now I have a JPEG, a PDF, a PNG, and an EPS file available for this logo. EPS is kind of more for like screen printing, or if you're getting like t-shirts or anything like that made. Your JPEG, PDF, and PNG are going to be your standard ones that you would use on Facebook, or if you would want to put it on a letterhead or something of that nature, those are going to be the best ones to use. If you want to get it out of the zip drive, I simply just click on whichever one I want and hold it, and then just drag it over here on my desktop. Okay? So again, just keep in mind when you do make that download that a lot of times it's going to come in that zip drive. So you got to open it up, click through the folders, grab the file and put it where you want to. Maybe you're going to start a folder on your desktop for social images. You can put it there, or maybe you're going to use it right away. That would be completely up to you. Okay. Over here on the side, you can toggle again between the types of images that you want to see, but for now we were just focusing on those DBA logos. All right, pretty simple, pretty easy. Again, the zip drive, make sure you open it up and go through those folders. All right. So from logos, we will jump over to photography. Again, the photography portion is going to be not very customizable. Is that how you say it? I'm not sure.
Sounded good.
Yeah, all right, we'll go with it. So as you can see, it's just a lot of really nice images that Coldwell Banker Corporate has used in their marketing campaigns. There's some nice North Star type images that we can use. The t-shirt, I don't know if I would use the t-shirt. But again, a lot of them are going to be related. We've got nice pictures of families, things of that nature that, again, don't necessarily say, hey, I'm ready to sell my house, but it helps build that trust and let people know that the brand that you're affiliated with is a reputable brand. All right. So
Another question, Mick.
Yeah, shoot.
So like, see this one down there with like the sign? I noticed that some agents, like, I see these houses, they'll take their house and they'll throw that little sign in on it in the corner.
Okay.
Or is that, I mean, have you seen that done?
I have seen that. So if you're in Facebook stories, or I think Instagram stories or Snapchat, if you go to the GIFs and search Coldwell Banker, there's a bunch of Coldwell Banker GIFs out there of like swinging signs and open house and stuff like that.
And that's what they're using?
That's what they're using, yeah.
Okay, and then you can just attach that to any picture?
Yeah, yeah. And so that wouldn't be through BrandSrv. That would be something that Coldwell Banker has set up with Facebook and Instagram.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
it's pretty
interesting.
neat.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you just go to the story and search that, and it comes up.
Yeah, so you would put whatever picture in your story and then click the ad, and then you can put a GIF and just search Coldwell Banker next time and see what comes up.
Very cool. All right, cool. Sorry. I'll let you
No, you're good. I like questions. They're fun. So again, nothing customizable here. It just helps show our brand and the brand value that we have, and that we're a reputable company to work with. The downloading for these types is very similar to the DBA logos. Again, you can click the heart if you want to favorite it, or you can just click the little download button Again, we're going to accept the terms. Now, in this particular image, you can choose whether you want to download print or web or social or all of them. I'm not a graphic designer, so I don't know exactly what the difference between all of these is. I generally use mine for social media. If you guys wanted to print this out on a card, maybe you would choose print. But again, I'm using it for social media, and so I'm just going to choose that. I would think the web files would be very similar as well. So if you're designing a website or something, you know, maybe try to check out those. And again, I've got another zip drive that was downloaded to me. So I'm opening it up. Again, very simple to just click through the only folders that are available to you. Like there's no other options. So just click on that. And then this doesn't even have any other pictures. It's just one, which makes it really easy. Again, we can drag it over here, put it on our desktop, however we would want to do it. But then you get this really nice image of a house. This one's got some folks inside with the Coldwell Banker. You know, it's just, you're just not going to get this kind of image if you're trying to do it by yourself. And if you're trying to stay up on your social media, sometimes you run out of stuff to post about, and little images like that catch people's eyes and they're going to notice it. All right. So we've been through logos to the DBAs. All right. We've been to photography to show some of the images and how we can use that for storytelling within our social media. The next thing I want to go to is campaigns. So we'll go to CB Good News. And it'll take us here. Okay, so now you can see we've got 4 different images here that relate to this CB Good News, and they're all kind of just like rah rah, hey, we're gonna get through this together type images that we can use in our social. I will say it is kind of hard to get a good look at them right there. So if you go to the preview button, it does make them a little bit bigger so you can see a little bit better what those images look like. Okay. Now, if you'll notice, we're on a little bit of a different screen than the last one. When we were just doing the downloads of the logos, we were doing it right from the front. But here we can, if you see, there's a customize button. So there's 2 different pages here. And so what we want to do is we want to select exactly what image it is that we want to download. So it's not going to let us download all 8 of them together. We do have to do these one by one. So I'll take Teamwork for Success. All right. And then we would click Generate Proof. And this is kind of going to be the wizard that I was talking about, like their setup type wizard. And it will run you through how to actually download and get the images that we do have to customize. Okay. So now that we've selected it, it falls into here. It's got the title of it and the name. We can click on View Proof just to make sure it's actually the one that we really want. This will make a little bit more sense once we get into a little bit more customizations. But as you can see is in View Proof, it just gives you a nice little screenshot of the image. That's kind of cool. It's an orange hugging each other. Who wouldn't like that? Once we find an image that we like, we just click the little box here and it's going to activate either remove or add to cart. So just like we were shopping at Amazon, we'd add it to the cart. This tells you what all you have in your cart at the current time, in case you were maybe doing multiple downloads, something of that nature. Again, more cart details. I'm not going to lie, I don't know what this email is here. I think maybe if you wanted to send this image, you know, maybe if you have somebody helping you with your marketing or something like that, you could send it to them. I don't ever use this part, so sorry. Once we click place order at the bottom, it's going to take us to an order receipt. And here you see it's got a download file button with a similar image that we saw on the logos on the front. And we just click download the file. Now, since we were selecting exactly what file we wanted here, I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but this one did just download as an image. I did not get the whole zip file, so I can just click it and there's our oranges hugging each other. So that is how you kind of walk through the order process and finally get to the image when you have some that have a little bit of a customization on it. Okay.
Now, Mick, what would you customize on that? Just your name?
We'll get to that in a second.
Okay, sorry.
I will say when you go through these, if you see anything that has pink, that's going to mean that this is where you can customize that. So if you're scrolling, and obviously like this one isn't pink, but you know, you would change first name, last name. Okay. If we go back up to campaigns, we've got a COVID campaign that's going to be very similar to the last items that we saw a little bit. It's going to have some of these that are already set up and ready for you to go. And there's going to be some that have a little bit more customization to it. I don't know why like just sold is in here. I don't feel like that is COVID related, but here we are. So hometown hero, or let's go to here to serve your real estate needs virtually, because this would apply to everybody and probably a good one that we should all be using. All right, again, we don't have the pink like I told Janelle about 5 minutes ago, but we are gonna actually input our information into this. Once they have Dash integration, so once we're connected with Dash, like if you were at the beginning of the call, they have that coming soon to BrandSrv. It'll be a lot easier to put it in there. But again, we'll go up here to customize, because this is the template that we want to use. And now we've got a lot of different things that we can use. For customization name, it's going to give you something generic, but if you wanted to write in here, you know, virtual real estate needs, Janelle or Mick or whatever it may be, so that you know exactly what it is, feel free to do that. Just like any other computer program you've ever used in your life, any kind of red asterisk means that it's required. So agent image, again, right now we have to add this in manually. I already have some files into BrandSrv for me, but you can also choose a file and pull it off your desktop if you would like. But I'm just going to choose this one since I already have it in there. So there's my agent image, agent name. Oh, wow. So if you look on the phone number, I just noticed this. It's asking for each one individually. So like in Toledo, 419-475, and then on the last one, I'll have to put 8383. So I don't know what your guys' phone number is in Monroe, but just keep that in mind. On this particular one, they want you to split it up. And same thing with cell phone. There's your email. License format, we don't have to do that. It's only for California and Hawaii. So we would just select no license number, unless you really want to put your license number in there, but I would just select no license number and move on. And here's another really cool feature that I like is it says DBA logo. So we click this drop down and your cursor automatically goes into the search bar. So you don't have to click anywhere and just type in Haynes. And here we are, Haynes Real Estate. So it's automatically going to put that Haynes Real Estate logo on there for us, which is really, really cool. Of course, we got to agree to the terms, keep the lawyers happy. And now we're generating the proof. And we're just going to follow through the wizard again like we did before. Again, we can view the proof from here. There we go. That looks pretty good. Everything that I put in there looks to be right. Click on the box and that'll activate remove selected or add to cart. So we are going to add to the cart. Scroll down to place order, because again, I'm not sure what to do on that screen, but that's okay. And then we're going to go to download file. And again, with this one, I was able just to get an image. I did not get the whole zip drive. So just make sure you're paying attention when that kind of stuff goes through. All right. So that's kind of what's in the campaigns. As you can see, the campaigns try to organize the images and the files with other like images, which is kind of nice. Over here in tactics, this is going to be where they're just going to list everything out that we have to offer. So as you can see, we've got 97 items in here, which is really, really nice that we have access to that much stuff. One of the really nice things I like to use on this are the holidays. So if you don't want to go through and try to figure out where July is, because I don't know if they put them in a really great order, you can just come up to this search bar here. And if you type in July, it's going to give you your July holidays and it'll take you right there. Or obviously if it's September, you know, type in September. I don't know if they have September. They do. Look at that. Okay, so there's a quick way if you know exactly what you're looking for. All right. And again, I'm not going to go through every single one of these because we just don't have the time. Here's a good one with our office doors are open. An event invitation. I do want to get to some of the ones that are a little bit more customizable. So here's one, outgoing referral, here for you image. Let's check this one out. This looks really fun. So again, it's kind of hard to see. So let's go to preview. That doesn't make it a whole lot bigger, but it says we're here for you. And it's got an image with our DBA logo underneath it. Or we're here for you. Looks like a little bit of a highway scene that you could also use. All right. So we can go to customize. All right. So in this one, again, we have choose whatever image you would like, whether it's agent and customers, the highway ones, whichever one you prefer. We'll go with this one. All right. And now we can actually customize the headline that goes on there. So the two options that they have is I'm here for you or we're here for you. Okay. Either one, you can just customize it however you would like. Again, the DBA logo, when we click that down, we type in Haynes. And I'm just going to view the proof here. So there we go. Pretty simple, pretty easy. Again, really professional looking. It's really sending the right message to the customers and the clients that are seeing these images on social media. I'm not going to get into this one in any more detail. I do want to find some ones related to listings. Okay. So here are some ones, two different ones. Again, I came up to the box, I typed in just listed so that we can get those just listed images that we want so we can show off our properties. And make sure we're marketing them to the public. All right, so this one looks like a good start. Again, go back to customize. In the next couple months, as they integrate this with Dash, there should be a drop-down image, or excuse me, a drop-down box where you'll be able to actually pick your listing. For now, we have to add the image manually. So we'll just select this one that I have in here. And then the headline, as you can see in the preview, it says just sold, but there's all these different options for lease, just listed, just rented, offer accepted virtually, open house, reduced price, et cetera, et cetera. So just select whatever you want your headline to be. Haynes Real Estate again. So we can go here to view proof. And that's what it looks like there.
So, Mick, I got a question.
Yeah,
So in Michigan, you have to have the address of the brokerage, the phone number, and the company name. But that's only showing the company name.
yep, and I did notice that. And if we scroll down here, so if I would have read the description, the one I selected says property picture and headline only. If you scroll down one more, it says with listing and agent info. So if we click on that one, this was actually the one I was hoping to get to. It would look more like this. So this would be more appropriate for Michigan, right, Al?
Yes, can you make that bigger?
Yep. Let me see if I can do it in preview. Does that help, or?
Yeah, let me see.
We've got the address, price, square footage, agent info.
Yeah, you just have to have the agent's, I'm sorry, the company's phone number. So that's there. It says office, I believe.
Yep, office right there.
And then our name, that's all you would need. That's legal.
Okay, perfect. So again, we would just go up here to customize. And this one's gonna have a lot more fields for us because again, we're putting in all that additional information. Your headline drop down is still the same. We'll go with just listed. Add an image. So then property information line 1, this is where you would put the property address. And then make sure you have the office phone number in there. And then again, so if you remember the first one that I did, I had to put 419 in one box, 475 in another. This one, it just lets you put it all in one. So I'm not sure why the change, but just keep your eyes peeled. No license number. Select your image. And again, the DBA logo, which is really nice, we just type in Haynes and it pops right up for us. Generate the proof. So as you can see, the last three I haven't selected and added to the cart, so they're kind of all piling up in here. So if you want to go in and download a couple different files, feel free to just move them into this pending status and then go back into your campaign or tactics, whichever one that you're looking for. And then you can just download them all at the same time. So there we go. We could obviously add a lot more information in there. I was just going through it pretty quickly to give you guys an example. And the pink again is showing where the customizing is at. Okay. So again, if we wanted, we would select all three of these, add them to the cart. And then once you add them to the cart and check out is when they actually become downloadable. When I'm just looking at that preview, it won't let me download it from there. I have to go in here, place the order, and then that's when it makes everything available. And as you can see over here, it's working on downloading as we talk. Does anybody have any questions right now?
I just do. Janelle, have you used this in the past? Janelle?
No, I have not. I'm excited to use it though.
Okay.
Yep,
Cool.
I did not realize all this was on here. That's probably my bad. I know Linda's been.
Not really. We
help-
really haven't gotten the information out to you guys like we should have. It's on your CB Exchange on your home page of that, but we have to emphasize it better.
Well, I'm definitely going to be using it. I can promise you that. I'm going to be playing around with it today, and I will definitely be using it.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate it. Again, you know, I can't really go through every single file with you guys, but as you're going through it, that's generally what you're going to come across is either a no customization, like that's in the photography, or it's already customized, like the DBA logos, or there could be a lot where you have to put in information and all that good stuff.
Sounds good.
So Mick,
Alright.
you haven't come across one that is a signature line for the email.
I have not
Like
come
you can put your
across one
picture.
that is no, I have not come across something that's like specifically for the signature. I just use that horizontal one and then type my name kind of in above it.
Right. I would just love to have like my picture and all your information. Like I know some do. I thought maybe it might be in here, but that's okay.
I would maybe email CB support at TK Interactive and say, hey,
Yeah.
can you guys set me up with a little signature deal, or, you know, maybe they've
A
got something that I just
customizable
haven't
one,
found
yeah.
yet. So,
Okay.
and then make sure to check out the holidays. I'm a big holiday social media posting kind of person, and they just make it look so good. Again, they're kind of small to see here probably on this screen, but they're just really nice graphics that when your clients see it, they're going to be like, wow, they know what they're doing. You know, that way when you know, go in there and present the value proposition to them, they will have seen it over and over again through your marketing, and they'll choose you, of course. So I do have this recording. I've never recorded before, so I will do my best to get it to stop, get the file, and share it to everybody within the company. I'm also going to try to put it into a YouTube video, so we'll see how that goes, and I'll share it out to everybody as well. So tell your friends that there's a lot of good stuff on BrandSrv, that they should check it out. I hope you guys found this very useful. If you need anything, feel free to reach out to me or CB support at TK Interactive, and those folks would be happy to help as well.
Thanks, Mick.
All right. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate it.
All right,
Thanks,
have a
Mick.
good day. Bye now.
Bye.